Well, one, I'm very thankful, for a victory. I thought, when you have so many days off, there's a great positive of you get some guys healthy, but you as a coach, you worry about rhythm, routine. Can you get off and get out and start fast? But I thought our guys handled that well. I thought, offensively and special teams, we played obviously a great game offensively, best game we played all season from that standpoint. And I was really pleased with taking care of the ball. We didn't put ourselves into any bad situations. I thought our quarterback played well. Obviously, our running back Evan Dickens there was fantastic running the ball. I thought our defense played well in the first half, limiting them to field goals. Third quarter was very disappointing, from that standpoint. We gave up way too many easy passes and catches, and couldn't get a pass rush. We got that fourth down stop. I think we ended up stopping them 3 or 4 times in a row there in the fourth quarter. So I was pleased how we finished, but we can't have lulls on defense there like we did in the third quarter. What did we score with the second play of the quarter there in the third quarter? So you go up 35 to 9 or whatever it was, and I mean you got a chance to really build confidence, and we let them get right back in the game, and so we can't do that. I was disappointed in that from a defensive standpoint, but overall very proud of the win. We talked to our team about we got a pathway to earn a right back to playing for a conference championship, and so this was another step towards that. And so that's big for that. It's big for our confidence, but there's a lot of obviously improvement we need to make. But we're thankful to be at home. Great to be in front of a homecoming crowd. And I don't know what we ended up having there, but it was good to there and get a big victory and actually have one that you could sort of breathe on a little bit too.
Metrics, completion percentage, turnovers, it had to be Ethan Vasquez's best game, but how much of that was also set up by commitment to a run game early and being able to establish that early?
Yeah, I think especially the way they played defense, the defensive structure they were going to play, we felt like we could run the ball. And you had to be smart with the way you're going to throw it. So it wasn't one of those, hey, we're just going to line up because of their structure. But the ones that we did throw, we had some opportunities at some big plays. He made some nice throws. I thought he did a really good job. The run game obviously was big. I think I don't know if we had a negative yards play when we handed the ball off, which is big, And so if I can look at our third downs here real quick, we were 6 of 10, which is pretty good. Now, maybe 1 or 2 of those were third and long. That was one of the big emphasis this week, to stay out of third and long. I thought we did a good job there, and we just hopefully we can build off of this. We're going to play better defenses going forward. So we got to continue to do some things and not put ourselves where we're in some third and longs to get better. But I thought Ethan played really well.
You talked about the defense in the third quarter. Maybe that's the only knock of the night, really, on the performance. Is there conversation at that point, changing looks, schemes? Did you guys think about maybe, hey, they're chucking it a lot, maybe we need to go to something else?
Yeah, I think we did mix it up a little bit. If they're going in the fourth, we played more zone coverage, did a little bit of different things there, and to try to, because he was. I thought some of the coverage we covered pretty well, but when you don't get a pass rush, you can't cover for it. It seemed like he had forever to throw back there, and so when we affected him, he threw the ball to us. When we were in his face, what did we get? How many turnovers here? Apologize. Let me look at it and see. We had one interception, and they overturned the other one. I don't know how they overturned that one, but when we were in his face, we were able to make him throw some. But when he got all the time, he was putting some dimes in there. So it was a combination of we weren't getting a great pass rush, and then scheming us up a little bit. But I did think we changed it. We did make some changes there going into the fourth quarter, and it was better, as you said. We obviously did a better job in the fourth quarter there. So I thought those change-ups helped us. We need to get to them earlier.
Evan Dickens, 221 yards, 200.
What's the record? 300 plus?
Over 300.
Yeah. So we're going to keep him in for that, Todd. We decided not to.
He was one away from the touchdown record. For those tonight. Just the way he's running, like turning the legs. Just how good does he look right now?
Yeah, he looked fast. He looked fast. But also too, he had an injury a little bit of preseason, and then so he was sort of backing up, and then he's taking the bull by the horn, so to speak, and he's playing really well. We lost him. Was it UTEP? Maybe we didn't have him at UTEP, I think, and so we missed some time. But he's been able to get healthy, and the way he runs angry. He runs angry, and if he can get in the open, he's got some speed. And so that showed tonight. And so we're thankful we have him. And I thought getting Vaughn, having a sort of 1-2 punch. Vaughn didn't get near as many carries, but when Vaughn's in there, he gives us a little bit. Juju was a little banged up coming in. He hurt his ankle last week, 2 weeks ago, and it just taken a while for him to get. So he played some, but tonight he was more of a, for a better term, a decoy for us, just because we knew, he wasn't completely healthy. So we just tried to have him out there for some specific things. But I was proud of our running backs, just the way they competed, and especially Evan, the way he ran tonight.
How about the play of Dante Lee? Seems like he's kind of stepping into that, go-to receiver guy that you can count on in key situations.
Yeah, Dante, we've obviously tried to target him and put him in situations where, he can make some plays for us down the field. He's obviously can run, and so people they have to decide, are they going to press him and maybe let him run by him, or are they going to play soft? And now you got to do some different things. We've tried to put him in some different positions so he can make some plays. We put him in some different things tonight. Ended up having 5 catches, had a touchdown, almost had a second touchdown there, and so he's playing at a high level. I thought we did a good job of spreading the ball around a little bit more too. We had some other things there. Tight ends caught some passes tonight, and so but Dante is playing really well at that receiver position. He cares about it. He wants to be great, and he's doing really good. And so we got to continue to use him.
It seems like your offensive line's kind of coming on the mend a little bit more, and you're starting to get all those pieces back that maybe you missed at the beginning of the year, like Podolsky. How much is that contributing to maybe the night you had rushing wise? And also Vasco, was pretty well protected back there.
Yeah, I think it's taken us a while, too long up there, unfortunately, to really find a rhythm, right? And when we were doing some things up front, maybe we'd have a misassignment, or maybe we'd have a penalty that put us in. But those guys, the last 2 or 3 weeks, have started to play the way we believe they should and the way they're capable of. And when we do that, when we're able to do that and be able to move the line of scrimmage and do some good things there, then it opens up a lot of stuff. Your quarterback doesn't feel near as pressured. He feels more confident because he can hang in. So they've played way better the last 3 weeks. And we got a chance to getting some guys back healthy and getting some guys up to where we think they can play. We end up rotating. We're rotating guys now a little bit. We got a little confidence where, hey, we feel like we can rotate. And so our starting 5 doesn't have to play all the game. They're not. I don't say they're not capable of it. They're not at their best when they have to play 70 snaps. And so we over the break we try to figure out what's that sweet spot where they can play their very best for 30, and then they need a break. So we try to figure that out we were committed to figuring that out over the 18 days, watching video. Hey, when did we start making some mistakes? And so we've got a little rotation going, and I think that's helped us with those guys being fresh as possible, mentally fresh, and we're eliminating some of the mistakes we were making earlier in the season.
Would you say the team is back up to form now, or would you say there's still room for growth and improvement throughout the entire team?
No, we're not close to that. No, and so even if we were, I wouldn't tell you that. But we had a bad September. Okay, I never felt like we were that bad. We didn't play well, which is on Coach Chadwell. But I never felt like our team overall was as bad as our record was. We had some things go against us, had some injuries that hurt us, and we fought to try to overcome that. And so I think we're putting ourselves in a position where our team understands who we are and what we have to do every week to continue to get better. And I believe they're also a team that knows that we're playing a championship every week. When you have one loss in the league, you can't play bad anymore. Like, we got to play our best every week, and I think our guys understand that a little bit. And so I would not tell you we're hitting our stride, but we are getting better. Our team has improved. Our special teams are playing at a good level. I believe offensively this was our best game, obviously, in a long time. And so can we continue that? Again, defensively, overall, we held them to some field goals. We got to be better there in that third quarter. But I do think that our group is playing with a lot of confidence, which is good. You want that. And as I shared, it needs to be humble. It needs to be a humble confidence that, hey, we can be better. And if we can have that mentality, have that attitude, then we'll continue to fight for playing for a conference championship.
Speaking of that, what do you think has been key to this team sticking together after that slow start? Going 1-4, and I think it probably could have been easy to splinter apart at that point in time.
I would share. I think we've got a really good locker room. We got a council, a group of people that care about the team. They've kept if there's any chance of splintering or any chance of doubting, they've kept everybody together. And so I think the credit goes to the locker room and our leaders and our seniors, the guys that want to finish this off. And I think secondly, I would give the credit to some coaches as well, our strength coaches in general. There's not been a panic. And on social media, everybody wants everybody fired and all that stuff, right? And so, but there's not been a panic. We all believe in what we're doing. The players believe in the coaches believe in the players. And so there's not been like a message change. It's not, you don't have these wholesale changes. We know we are able to point out some things that, hey, we're not doing well. And our players have taken that and saying, hey, we know we can get better, and they're running with that. But they also know that hey, if they can continue to stay together, good things can happen. And so most of the credit goes to the guys in the locker room, our seniors, some of the guys you'll talk to tonight, Mo and Jacob, of just keeping the guys like, hey, let's keep believing, keep doing what we need to do, and eventually it'll turn, right? Eventually turn. Again, we're 4-4 or 4 to go. 4 to go, and so it's a championship each week, and we got to approach it that way.
One more with Coach.
It's the highest scoring game for you as the Liberty Flames head coach. How does that feel for you and for the team?
For me, I was thankful we got a win, and I think we performed well offensively. I want our whole team to feel good about that, but I'm sure our offense specifically, because we've struggled. Obviously, it's not been what we think we're capable of each week. And so for them, I'm happy for those guys. I'm happy for our offensive coordinators and O-line, all those guys, and the players to put a lot of work in to be able to have a game like that. But as a coach, you like, hey, we got to win good. 19-8 or 59-30, they're still a W. But I've been around where we scored a lot of points, and the next week you look like you can't tie your shoes. And so we gotta love it tonight and flush it tomorrow, and then go back to work, because we got another team coming in with an open date, before us. So they're going to watch all this, and they're going to have a great plan. So we got to go back to work and get a great plan there. But I'm confident our guys will, offensively, special teams will put a good plan, and our guys will be looking forward to coming back and playing another home game.